My wife cheating on our 10-year anniversary. Yesterday was our 10-year anniversary. Brought flowers to wife's office. Found some guy nuzzling her neck and her giggling. Yup. TL, doctor says it all. My, 35 meters, wife, 35F, and I were married 10 years ago yesterday. She has been working on a big project for the last few months. The last 4 weeks or so she has been putting in extra time, staying late going in early, to finish up by deadline. This is a career maker for her. I work construction. With the rain we have crazy hours trying to make up time that we missed. So I work 12 hours on the days it's nice, sometimes a little longer. If it's raining when I get up I don't go in. Some days we get sent home when it starts, too dangerous. I usually hit the gym for an hour or two. Thursday we started at 6 a.m., mid-morning starts to rain hard. We go home. I go to the gym as usual. I cut the workout short and head downtown to see wife Megan, to give her flowers and make plans for dinner that night if possible. We really haven't seen much of each other this week. I went to bed about 9 p.m. She wasn't home, called earlier me she is working late. Not unusual for past month. I stopped and got some flowers and went into her building about 12:30. Nicole was at the receptionist desk. I told her I got here later than I wanted, could she put the flowers on Megan's desk. She said I don't think they went to lunch yet, why not drop them off yourself? She buzzed the door to get back to the offices. The place was deserted. I went to her office, the door was closed. I always walk in unless the receptionist tells me she is in a meeting. I walk in, some guy is standing behind her nuzzling her neck, she is reaching back over his head. She is giggling only as she can. Saying we got to get this done. I am gut punched. I slammed the flowers down, said happy anniversary and walked out. I didn't hear what she said, just went past Nicole, said goodbye and left. Made it 2 elevators and out the building, then my phone started ringing. I bawled my eyes out all the way home. Went into garage, pulled my camping gear out of the rafters and took off. I drove about 2 hours to a state park. I had no idea what to do. I just had to run. I hiked a trail we have been on in the past, about a 3-hour hike. I don't drink much so I had no booze, I just sat there thinking. Looking back I am glad I was in a rush, normally I bring a 45 calories. With me camping, we have black bears, which generally scare off, but get aggressive if hungry or cubs around. The way I was feeling I might have ate the barrel that night. My phone was blowing up from Megan so I had turned it off. I left the park to get reception, turned it on to see my good friend called. I called him back. He said Megan called him to check on me, make sure I didn't do anything stupid. We talked a bit, told him I got to think this through, would catch up on Friday. So while I'm thinking about this, I go over our marriage from the beginning to see what I missed. We come from completely opposite backgrounds. My grandfather raised me with my mom. He taught me about life. He had a little saying about everything. He told me marriage would be the hardest jobs he ever had, you had to work on it every day. God, I miss him. We did not have much, heard mom and grandpa having many discussions about bills. They worked hard and my brother and I did not miss out on anything we knew of. Megan was born into money. Not overly rich but very comfortable. Went to a great college, always great clothes, new car etc. and she is beautiful, 11/10 beautiful. I would joke with her if she coughed about the silver spoon getting stuck in her throat. We met, hit off, started dating. I was dumbfounded how such a woman would ever be with me. We dated quite a while before she told me about her parents and lifestyle. Our friends called us the model couple, because they thought we were so good looking we had to be models. Families were not as kind, afraid of the differences economically would come into play. Her dad and I started to get along but my mom took some convincing. She graduates, gets her first job, we plan on getting married. We work out between us that we would expose each other to our lives that we live. I took her whitewater rafting, she took me to the symphony, we went ziplining, we went to an art opening etc. We agreed we had to experience the other's interests. She was really enthused about the more physical things we did. I kinda like the symphony and such. I own 2 tuxes now. I look back and do not see any red flags. Her first 2 jobs she quit because the men all tried to get in her pants. She was paraded out in front for photo ops. Invited to conferences when other newbies were not. At dinner at a conference a partner tried to get her drunk, then tried to force himself into a room that night. She quit, the next job the same thing, quit again. This 3rd job as women as some of the partners and none of that BS is in her workplace. She seems very happy. We seemed very happy. So now, Friday, I am home. I called her. Asked where she was, back at work. I being in a smartass mood said that the marriage is taking second place to her job. She responded since I would not talk what was she to do? Fair enough. She will be home in an hour. So I wait. I want to save our marriage. If I am lacking in providing then I want to fix it. I want to ask why of course but I cannot accept a IDK answer. How do I phrase this? What else should I be asking? I know I will get all emotional and forget everything so over the next few days we will be going over and over this. What she did is wrong but please no degrading comments, she is still my wife. Thank you in advance.